Yes, guys. How are we all doing? I hope you're well. So I'm just building an audience. Make sure you say hello if you're on. Philomena, you've already said hello. It's great to see you. How are we all? A bit of an update. I was at the Young Talent Expo on Saturday, so it was brilliant to obviously we do classes for kids and adults. It was really good to meet so many kids and parents on Saturday. It was fantastic. It really was. So who else? We've got Emmanuel. Hello, George. Hello. How are we all doing? Yeah, honestly, it was absolutely amazing. What an amazing event! It was fantastic. And the way that I approached it was like I've never been before. It wasn't about kind of going and doing the big sell on us and everything. It was just literally to get an idea and just it was like literally I'd set up a booth and it was like ask us anything, you know. And a big shout out to Philomena and Amika and Nicola who came and helped. They were absolutely brilliant. The way that they represented MZA, I couldn't have asked for any more. So big shout out to those three. The expo was amazing, says Philomena. It absolutely was. By the way, we'll call you Philomena forever, Philomena. All right. So there we have it. And it was just great. And so many people were just coming in asking question after question after question. I nearly lost my voice. I then did a seminar in the afternoon where I did a 45-minute talk on self-taping. And it was really good. It was. Let me know if you were there. Give me a big hello if you're kind of new to us. But either way, it was brilliant. But in the comments, can anyone guess what the biggest question was that we got asked repeatedly again and again and again and again and again? Okay, what was the biggest question? So Instagram's just slightly behind when he was restreamed. So I'm going to wait for some feedback. Wait for the answer to that question. What do you think was the biggest question that I got asked repeatedly over and over again from kids, from parents, from older students, from everyone? And I don't think that adults are very much different. And I need to do this more, just talk in person to actors because it was really illuminating. How do I get representation, says Emmanuel Ale? Of course. It was over and over again. It was the same question. Okay. Yes, Philomena, that was one of them. Will you be doing classes in London? I will be doing classes in London. I do online classes, but for juniors, it was, will I be doing classes in London? Yeah, I will. But really, the biggest question on the day was representation. How do I get representation? What do I do? How do I approach all of that stuff? And this is going to be a really short live video. It was a bit quick update, but the biggest hack for representation, all right, because it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Think about it. The problem is to get a decent agent, you need to have done something, got some decent credits about you, etc. But then, will an agent take on somebody who hasn't got credits, or at least got those first initial credits towards being an emerging talent? And that's the problem that so many of our young actors, particularly at that event, were finding. Now, obviously, we deal with actors, adult actors as well. So surely it's a problem for adult actors also. Give me some feedback. Talk to me. So what I realized is, and I knew this anyway, but MZA are doing what I thought even 15 years ago was the most sensible thing to do. And that is, look, we are training emerging talent up to be professional actors. But can you be a professional actor if you aren't also learning to audition, learning to work with an agent, learning headshots and all of these things? I don't think you really are. So we teach all of that alongside really, really professional acting technique. However, we have an agency. And for people looking for representation, if you're at the early stages of your career anyway, looking for representation, and you've not kind of got representation and you're still an emerging talent, you should always be training anyway. So I say that we are the biggest hack. It's like, look, we're going to train you. We're going to train you in technique. We're going to train you in the professional side of things, even tones of mindset, resilience, and things like that. And really, we are going to represent you from day one. We're a successful agency. We're doing incredibly well. And we are going to represent you from day one. So for me, it's the biggest hack when it comes to actors looking for representation. Look, you need to be being coached. You need to be in training constantly until really you're an established actor. You need to have, and even established actors, by the way, still do training and coaching, and you need to have an agent. So really, the biggest hack is to actually have a training organization with a successful agency alongside. All right. So if it sounds like you, here's what I'm saying. All right. And by the way, if you've only just joined us or you haven't got the time, go back and watch the full live. But what I'm going to offer you is a trial class at our organization. We've got this kind of scheme, probably not the best word, but kind of like we've got this concept playing out at the minute, which we call 200 trials, where I've literally got 1 to 200, and I am offering 200 trials across our organization. Make one of those 200 trials yours. And like I say, if you sign up for our classes, if you become a member of MZA, we represent you from day one. So again, I'll repeat, for me, it's the biggest hack for finding representation, because it's the best of all worlds. It really, really is. All right. Much love, everyone. Have an amazing day. Make sure you watch this from the beginning if you haven't. The link for 200 trials is in the description. And I'm even going to put it in the chat, because why not? All right. Get one of those 200 trials and make it yours. And like I say, it is, for me, the biggest hack in this industry. Okay, guys, much love. Have an amazing